How do I make sure my kids understand the danger? How can I talk with them about it? Dr. Zane Horowitz is the medical director of the Utah Poison Control at the University of Utah. He's joining us live now on the Newsline. Thanks a lot. We appreciate you coming on board here.
Yep, thank you.
We all tend to think of our kids as good kids. Mine would never touch this kind of stuff. Is it necessary to have the conversation anyway?
Oh yes, I think it's important to have not only the conversation once, but probably multiple times. And every time there's a teachable moment or news item, or even if it's not in the state of Utah, I think it's worth bringing up and letting them know that experimenting with drugs or pills or something your friends give you can have fatal consequences, as it did perhaps in this incident.
Right. When should a parent think about searching backpacks or searching bedrooms for these kinds of dangerous drugs?
Well, that's a judgment call. How well you know your kids, and how well, unfortunately, you may or may not trust your kids. Certainly, things to look out for with these drugs are they tend to be imported by mail order. And it's not just this new U series drugs, but there's lots and lots of other opiates that are out there that are being sold as substitutes for heroin. And I know it's hard to think of heroin and 13-year-olds in the same sentence, but it's not unheard of. If you see things coming in the mail from places you don't know, I think it's reasonably worth asking your children, what's in there? What did you get?
It's a chilling thought, not only worrying about who your kid's hanging out with, and that kid might be a pusher, but it just shows up in the mailbox?
Yeah, this stuff, unfortunately, because of the loopholes in the law right now, is people go online and search the internet, and there's sites that will sell you this stuff. Most of it is sold from other countries, mostly in Asia, a good part of it in China, and it just gets mailed or remailed to places in the United States.
So you have to talk to your kids and watch your doorstep and search browser history?
Yeah, I don't think it's that unreasonable to ask what they're looking at on the internet, and maybe they'd like to talk about what they're looking at, so you can help explain to them what it means and what the dangers are out there, because it can be a dark and dangerous place.
Thanks a lot. Dr. Zane Horowitz, medical director of the Utah Poison Control Center at the U of U. We appreciate it. With 2 children dead in Park City, you have to bring this up with your children.